Baltimore Ravens.
Get up!
Thanks so much to everyone tuning in from around the world. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here with you. And also joining us once again, Brock, are those Philadelphia Eagles. Champions last year, dominating the perennial favorite Chiefs. And now they're facing a new test as they look to repeat.
This is supposed to be a league of parity, Kate. And these Eagles, they just find a way to be on this stage time after time, winning that Lombardi last February. So much of this team remains the same. The front office continues to build at the line of scrimmage now. They just got to break out that blueprint they used last season, get the job done tonight.
Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
180! That's it!
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Ooh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it at the 30. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. 35 on the pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
No, we changed it.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Complete on the option. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offensive line fast. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Luke knocks it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got into scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in a Super Bowl and have a lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Jaden Reed to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Get it!
Opening carry for Devon Achan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
1 yard gain. Brings
Panther
up
11,
second
Panther
and 9.
11. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Completed left side to Smith. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Check, Bobcat, go.
Running with Achan here out of the gun. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Working quickly here. Pio quickly into the hands of Smith. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down from the 42.
Let's go now.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achan. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Second down carry for Achan. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Looking quickly here.
First and goal at the 1 yard line.
Achan has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop them.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Lamar now from the gun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here we go.
Achan again on 2nd. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
60 Vikings. Mustang 19.
And it's 3rd down.
60 Warriors 70. Panther Street. Panther Street. Let's go.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Wanna quit?
1st and 10 from the 32.
Get hot. Get hot.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Get hot. Let's go. Get hot.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. 7-3 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They start with 2nd and 6. They go right back to ETN, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
No, we change it. We change it. Middle.
1st down, here's Lamar. Completes, it's Trevor Etienne. He gets it up a little shy midfield. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Get hot. Ready. Hey. Get hot.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. return that gets him up near midfield. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hey, smash rush. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
19 inside.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Gun snap now to Willis. On the run, deep down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. Mustang 19.
Trying to run it in, A-Chain. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Another for A-Chain. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Backed up in the end zone. Jackson. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A design run. Jackson keeping it. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd down, ETN gets it again. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. That'll be the 1st and more. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Willis to the air. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Offense up to the line fast. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Look at that power, deep left side. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
13.
Throwing again is Lamar. He finds Brown right side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Back to throw it. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Pirates. 60 Vikings. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Check smash. Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Steady.
Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by A-Chain. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down. Second down now. They need 7. Let's stick with A-Chain. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Willis now, 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, again to ETN. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Hey, report. Report.
ETN again. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
ETN on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Jackson now on 3rd. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Eagles are going to take over after the return is stopped at the 45. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
This is going to be downhill. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Tag! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Empty the backfield and motion him out.
Mustang 19. Big Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Willis to throw it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And in motion, out of the slot. Running with Achan here out of the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Ready.
Achan again. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Let's go.
It's a designed run for Willis. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and give points on the ensuing drive. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense to the line fast. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Ravens have the football, but not the lead. 1 frame to change that if they want to win another Super Bowl title. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Report!
They'll throw 3rd and long. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
It's a gain of 11.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up second and 3.
Rolling from the gun here. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
On the run, it's ETN. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. On the move, headed right. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or 2 lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now it's Lamar. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
He goes out of bounds on the return. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Back to 60.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Let's go now. 70.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Big Lion.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Come on, set! Cougar 19! Ready!
H.A. a first down carry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles leading by 8. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! Cowboy 80! Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Steady!
Chan to the right. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
That's my heart. Dying. Won't you dance about the fire?
Let's go! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Ready?
They draw it up for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Go!
Willis on the design run. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Looks like a design run here for Willis.